What's going on, everybody? This is Kookie217, and I'm coming at you with some more Resident Evil movie news. This article comes from PC Gamer. I'm going to read you the article, and then I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. The sketch comedian to horror movie director pipeline is real. Jordan Peele went from Mad TV and Key and Peele to Get Out, Nope, and Us. Josh Rubin went from College Humor to Werewolves Within, Heart Eyes, and Scare Me. And now, Zach Kreger of The Whitest Kids You Know has become a horror movie name to watch with Barbarian, Weapons, and an upcoming Resident Evil movie. Weapons was great, a twisty Stephen King adjacent story of missing kids in the suburbs. But a zombie action horror movie will be a whole different kettle of fish. I just hope Kreger doesn't leave his sense of humor behind, because the worst thing you could do with the camp tone of Resi is to try to pretend it's serious business. Speaking to Double Toasted, Kreger said he's played I don't know how many thousands and thousands of hours of Resident Evil, and is planning on making a movie that probably lives more in the world of 2 and 3. But I'd say it adheres more to the tone of 4. He couldn't say which of the existing movies it'll resemble, however, because he hasn't watched them. I've never seen a Resident Evil movie, he said, and so I imagine that there are people out there that are just rabid fans of the movie franchise. They're probably not really prepared for what I'm going to be doing. But I think the people that are fans of the games are probably going to be stoked. Vocal haters of the movies will be pleased, but I'm a little disappointed that 2021's Welcome to Raccoon City isn't going to be followed up on. Sure, it had some awkward dialogue that felt like it had been inserted to explain things from scenes that were cut when its budget was slashed. But setting it in 1998 and giving Wesker a Palm Pilot was inspired. In my last video concerning next year's release of the Resident Evil movie, I gave my opinion that the movie was going to be released and it was going to flop. And I'm still of that opinion. The reason being is because Mr. Krieger has said that he hasn't watched any of the previous Resident Evil movies, and he had also previously told us that his movie wasn't going to be obedient to the lore. I think with Mr. Kreger having not watched any of the previous Resident Evil movies, he's going to make mistakes that would have otherwise been avoided had he watched the previous Resident Evil movies, or at least some of them. He also tells us that his movie is going to live more in the world of 2 and 3, but more to the tone of 4. I personally think that he should stick with one or the other. It sounds like he's trying to combine the worlds of 2, 3, and 4 together in this movie, which will be a jumbled up mess. I think that he should just stick to one world, preferably 2 or 3, and run with that. He had previously stated that he's going to tell his own story, which is fine as long as he has Resident Evil lore behind it. But since he's not going to be completely obedient to the Resident Evil lore, we'll just have to see how the Resident Evil movie fares upon its release next year. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the content. And this is Kookie217 signing out. Take care, you guys.